Hello, second and third graders. It's Miss Sublet. I am here today to go over our bully prevention program, and we're going to have our first lesson on bullying. And I know this is a review for most of you, but just to be safe, let's go over our poster that you all remember from last year. We are still using our 3 R's: recognize that the bullying is happening, report that the bullying is happening, and refuse to continue to let the bullying happening. The 3 R's of bullying. Okay, so let's go over what bullying is one more time for you all, just in case over the summer your brain turned into mush just like mine did and you forgot. So, when someone isn't being safe and respectful, it can sometimes be called bullying. Bullying is when someone keeps being mean to someone else on purpose. Notice that I said keeps being mean. It is when someone is picking on someone else over and over again, and the person it's happening to hasn't been able to make it stop. It is unfair, one sided, and no one wants or deserves to be bullied. So today let's talk about what does the word unfair mean? All right. Power can be age, size, number, or student popularity, status, and so on. Okay, so some bullies use an unfair advantage. Unfair means that it's not right, it's not fair, and it's unequal. Okay, maybe the student who is bullying is a lot bigger than the kids that they are bullying, or maybe they're a lot smarter than the kids they are bullying, or maybe they're a lot more popular than the kids they are bullying. But, anyways, it's an unequal, unfair advantage to the bully, and that is called having negative power. The bully has negative power over the person who is being bullied. Negative power is when someone uses, shows, or gains power by hurting other people. Positive power is when someone uses, shows, or gains power by helping other people. So at Houstonville, we want to use all of our positive power. If we are smarter, if we are stronger, if we're bigger, taller, we want to use that power to help people. Okay? Not to we don't want to use our power to hurt people. All right? So let's think about what the word one sided even means, because that's kind of hard to understand. What is one sided? So, one sided is when one person or group keeps trying to hurt or threaten another. And that other person that's being bullied, they don't want to have nothing to do with it. Okay. It's totally one sided. The bully is picking on them and they just want to be left alone. They're having fun doing whatever they're doing and they don't want to be bullied. It's completely one sided. Okay. So let's talk about the different types of bullying. Now, I know you all are very smart. You're in second and third grade. But just as a refresher, there's 3 types of bullying. One, you hurt somebody's body. And you all know what I mean by that, I think. You push them, kick them, slap them, hit them. Maybe you break all their pencils. You hurt their backpack. You kick it or do whatever. That is the first type of bullying, when you do that physical kind of hurt. The second type of bullying is when you hurt somebody's feelings. All right, you call them names or you make fun of them. Okay, that's hurting their feelings. And then the third type of bullying is when you are excluding somebody. Excluding means you're not letting them participate within your friend group. Okay, you are leaving them out at recess. You're saying, you can't play with us or you can't sit with us at lunch. That is another type of bullying. You are excluding them and making them feel lonely. That is another type of bullying. All right, so now we are going to discuss Dante's story. Okay, so we're going to watch each part separately, and we're going to see when Dante starts using the 3 R's, and we are going to discuss it. Now, Dante is a sweet young boy who just wants to look at his bugs, and Jonah and his friends are aggravating him every day at recess. So it's very much a one-sided event. But first, let's see if Dante can find the first R. Let's see if he can recognize that he is being bullied.
Do you ever feel like the harder you try not to be noticed, the more you get bugged by others? That's exactly how I feel right now.
Hey, Dante! Watch out, or you're gonna get squashed by our ball. Just like those dumb bugs you love to watch.
Then he throws the ball at me on purpose.
Hey! Oh, you missed!
Then Jonah and his friends laugh, but I don't think it's funny at all. I would rather stay inside the classroom during recess and learn about insects on the internet with my teacher, Mr. Martinez, than talk to a bunch of kids or play sports. I know that makes me different from a lot of the other kids in my class, but it's what I love to do. Even though Mr. Martinez likes to study insects as much as I do, he tells me I have to go outside for recess.
We all need to get some fresh air.
Okay. So Dante he realizes, he's a little different than the other kids. He don't really like playing sports. He'd rather look at his bugs. He'd rather actually stay inside with his teacher, but teachers need a break too, and he says, "No, sorry, you need to get some fresh air. Let's go outside and play." So I don't think Dante has realized yet that he is being bullied. So let's watch the second part and see what happens.
When I go outside, I bring my pocket magnifying glass and head over to the big anthill near the south wall of the school building. Too bad for me, that's near where Jonah and his friends play wall ball every day. I try to move as far away from them as possible, but no matter where I go, Jonah always manages to find me and hit me with the ball. Whenever they hit me, I screech. That always makes Jonah and his friends laugh. Then they yell things like target or bullseye and laugh some more.
So it sounds like it's getting worse. And can you all tell now that this is a one-sided thing that's going on? Poor Dante, he just wants to look at his bugs, and the other kids are bothering him, so it's completely one-sided. He just wants to be left alone.
Today it's the same old thing. I'm not even in Jonah's way, but that doesn't seem to stop him. This time, he throws the ball and knocks my magnifying glass right out of my hands.
Gotcha, bug boy.
All his friends think it's so funny. I'm so angry. I feel like I'm going to burst from the inside out. Why can't he just leave me alone? It's so unfair. In fact, I think he's bullying me. I'm going to see if Mr. Martinez can help me figure out what I can do to get him to stop.
Okay, so it took Dante a little time, but he has finally realized that he is being bullied, right? So he finally recognizes the first R that he is being bullied. So let's see how he takes care of the second R, the report part.
After recess, I find a time to talk with Mr. Martinez when no one else is around. And I'm so glad. He agrees that Jonah is bullying me and that it's not okay.
Dante, I know you want to stay inside for recess every day, but that's not an option. You have the right to be outside and feel safe and respected. I'll talk to Jonah to get him to stop.
I think I feel safe enough to talk to him myself. I'm just not sure exactly what to say.
Well, let's figure this out together.
Then he helps me practice what I can say in a strong, respectful voice to Jonah.
If your talk with Jonah doesn't work, you'll need to report the bullying to the playground supervisor. I'll let her know before next recess what's going on, just in case you need her help right then and there. I'm also going to talk to our entire class about what we can all do to stop bullying.
All right, so Jonah did or Dante, I don't know why I keep getting those two mixed up. Dante did a very good job about reporting to his teacher, and his teacher is giving him a suggestion on refusal. Remember, the third R is refusing to continue. He said, talk in your respectful but firm voice and tell Jonah to leave you alone. If that doesn't work, then we will try something else. We'll get the supervisor on the playground to help. So let's see how this talk goes with Jonah.
It's recess time again. I grab my magnifying glass and head for the anthill. Here come Jonah and his friends. But before they start playing, I say to Jonah, "You've got to stop hitting me with the ball. It's not okay."
Oh, come on. I'm just having some fun.
Well, what you're doing isn't funny. It's bullying. Jonah looks surprised when I tell him this. He must realize that what he's been doing is wrong and hurtful.
All right, so it looks like Jonah's going to make a good decision. It looks like his face is saying that maybe I was being a little too mean. But something that Jonah said back, I want to talk about real quick, because when I talk to kids about bullying, the first thing they say is, I was just kidding. I was just having fun. It was just fun. And that's exactly what Jonah said to Dante, as I was just having some fun. Well, listen, here's my number one rule about bullying. If everyone isn't laughing, it's not funny. Okay. And it's your responsibility to realize that something's not funny. For example, if you and the whole class is laughing, but the one person that you said it to is not, then it's not funny. Okay. If if everyone is laughing, then it's funny. All right. But we have to be careful with our words, because just because I think something's funny doesn't mean everyone does. We all have different personalities. Okay. We have to be careful with our words and our jokes, and we want everyone to feel happy and safe here at school. Okay. So let's see what happens next.
So guess what Jonah does next? He takes a big breath, then says,
Okay. Hey, Dante, I'm sorry.
Then he leaves me alone. I look over at the playground supervisor and give her a thumbs up. Now it's back to the ant kingdom, undisturbed.
All right, so Jonah does the right thing. He makes a choice and he says that he's sorry to Dante. And I think that he really meant it. And sometimes people don't know they're bullying you until you say it, until you stick up for yourself. Okay, so always try that first before you get teachers and principals and counselors involved. Try to stick up for yourself first and say, hey, in your firm, respectful voice, that's bullying and you're hurting my feelings. Please stop. And then if it does not work, then that is when you can come and talk to all the adults in the school about it, and we'll help you. Okay. So thank you for listening today. I know you all get to learn about bullying every year, but it's nice to have a refresher. And like I said, you will be getting one more bully prevention video from me, and then you'll get to start seeing me again in music class on Fridays. If I don't have you this 9 weeks, then I could possibly have you throughout the rest of the year. Okay. I am here if you need me. Have a wonderful day.